Hey boys and girls, welcome back to Master Detective Archives Rain Code. In the last episode, we paved the way towards what truly is the ultimate dark truth to Kanai Ward's secret past, bringing to light the truth about the Homunculus Project and what truly happened during the week that is truly known as the Blank Week Mystery, learning our theories that we came to after finding out about Dr. Weska dying twice were truly the case. Every single person who took the blood test connected to Project Homunculus had their very own copy made in order to match the UG's successful project. The major problem is, because of the defect in Amaterasu's homunculuses, and because they were doused in sunlight, they went completely berserk, breaking free from their containment pods and quickly consumed every living being in Kanai Ward. And because of that drastic mistake in their testing, and in turn, once the rain-making device that Makoto had put in place was activated, their memories were quickly reset to before the incident had occurred, since anything that happens during their blood frenzy is quickly forgotten once they come back to their senses, leaving them to believe they'd simply forgotten, hence why it's called the Blank Week Mystery. What a crazy chapter so far. And honestly, let's be honest here, the further and further we go, well, let's be honest here, right now, we are truly in what I believe is truly the beginning of the final act of our adventure. Since, well, let's be honest here, Makoto's finally pulling up his little ace in the hole now. The final card to play in his adventure, it looks like, for both of us. So, well, now we know that he has full control of movement inside, well, we don't even know exactly how. We kind of can tell because of the fact that, well, if he is connected to number 1, and we are indeed right on that, well, it would make sense why our coalescence brought him in, even though we never sensed any power being taken. But it's weird that he's still able to move. But, well, here we go. And honestly, let's replay Yuma's line real quick, because he came out of nowhere right after we did our deduction and denouncement. Apparently that's what it's been this entire time. I thought it was denouncement this entire time.
It's you!
Yep, it's him indeed. Slashed right through our mystery phantom. But the thing is, what's his plan now? Because we solved the case, we just haven't reaped the soul of the person involved with this. And the thing is, well, this is definitely the real one, right? I don't think this is his mystery phantom, because we saw him moving, so I'm pretty sure that's the same guy. But definitely a strange situation for sure.
Hey, you finally made it. I've been waiting for you.
Well, it's still naming him as a mystery phantom, but the thing is we didn't see him first Yuma didn't see Makoto go through, so I guess it's just making us think that it's a mystery phantom still. I'm pretty sure it's the real guy though, just because that they wouldn't have showed us that for no reason. I'm pretty sure.
So this guy's the mystery phantom now. I figured he'd show up eventually.
Well, he definitely showed up eventually, that's for sure.
You sure took a while getting here. Maybe I shouldn't expect much of you.
Well, he's also got... But he's got our blade, actually.
A solution blade?
Yeah, it is, but we don't really have ours right now, so that's probably ours that he's holding.
Huh? Why does he have a solution blade?
Honestly, a very good question.
We shall see which of us should be destroyed. Let's wield our solution blades to find the answer.
Oh, you specifically said R. Yeah, how do you have one? That don't add up. Huh? Because I thought only we were allowed to have one.
You didn't assume you already arrived at the truth, did you?
Honestly, I thought we definitely did. What else do we need to solve exactly?
You promised you would expose all truth. Is this really the best you can do?
I don't know, I think we did pretty good so far. But we knew we weren't over here yet. I felt like it was definitely far from over. Because the deduction denouncement felt really, really early. I'm just going to call it denouncement, just because I've been calling it that this entire time. But yeah, because of that, I felt like it was definitely way too early, especially with us knowing that he was moving in third person before we even got in the mystery labyrinth. But him making his appearance definitely proved to me that we're definitely nowhere close to the end here. We're getting close to, this being the beginning of the final act for sure, at least. But to the end, exactly, I still feel like we got some time left until then.
Well, perhaps you're not as capable as I thought.
That's what you say. But, you sure we're not capable?
How did you get that solution blade?
Yeah, where did you get that thing anyways?
Oh yeah, you should be more curious. After all, you understand nothing about me.
Well, to be fair, you've been wearing a mask this entire game, buddy. We literally don't know what you look like underneath that thing.
For I am Kanai Ward's ultimate secret.
Oh, you're Kanai Ward's ultimate secret. So the homunculus project never was... Well, I guess it really wouldn't be a secret. But the thing is I was thinking maybe the blank week mystery could have been the secret, honestly, for a while. Because we know the world secret is the kidnapping case. But you're the ultimate secret. Really?
I
Well, you did.
wonder if Master can even make snap judgments.
Well, to be fair, he did come out of nowhere. And we still, haven't marked him down yet. We can definitely come to a conclusion he's more than likely a homunculus himself. Because wouldn't the homunculuses attack him as well? When they were in their blood frenzy? Because he put that up while they were in blood frenzy mode. So they must have couldn't smell him or something. So there definitely is something very wrong about him. But battle with the mystery phantom for Makoto. What happened? What was happening in Kanai Ward when Makoto arrived? Not really that. This guy won't let up. Oh wait, we'll do it in Shinigami's voice.
Oh, this guy won't let up, huh? You still remember how to deal with this kind of situation, don't ya? If the answer isn't right, just wait it out and get ready for the next attack.
Yep, this is what we dealt with Vivia Twilight during the last chapter. So here we go with someone that's actually out to kill us this time round. But here we go.
You're the ultimate secret?
I could believe that.
First, when did I come to Kanai Ward? And why?
Why? That's a good question. What's our options?
Can you answer that?
Good question, buddy. 6 months ago, 3 years ago. We know that for sure. What was happening in Kanai Ward when Makoto arrived? Terrorist incident? No. Blank week mystery? Yeah, okay. I was a little worried there for a second, but okay, cool. Cool little final battle here, though.
Yes, that's it.
He's got another mask.
I came to Kanai Ward during the Blank Week mystery 3 years ago.
Yep, we know that from what we were told by the somewhat sentient, zombified homunculuses. But, we really don't know much about you other than the small information we have about you prior to everything.
All to resolve that case.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Resolve that case?
Oh, wait a minute. So he appeared during... Okay. So he appeared during the blood frenzy, specifically. Really? So how did the Amaterasu CEO not know what happened during the incident then? If he was specifically had met Makoto before that, right? Or during it? Huh?
I knew they'd regain control once sunlight was blocked.
Well, yeah, if you are indeed what we think you are, I guess that would definitely make sense.
So, I created the rain cloud generator to gently cover Kanai Ward in rain.
Which is true.
It's more like you caged them in.
It's better if they were, because if they weren't, they'd find a way to other people in other countries and other zones. Probably the safest idea to make sure they were continuously reined in at this point, because they're not human anymore. So it's probably safer at that point. Exactly why, though?
Without me, Kanai Ward would never have been rebuilt!
Is the real question. But that is true, it wouldn't have been rebuilt at all.
I used everything at my disposal to cover up the tragedy that took place here.
That makes sense. You do have enough funds to do it.
But there was no way for me to fix the entire city on my own.
Well, yeah, I guess.
Why did you do it? Why do such a thing?
Yeah, why exactly did you do this?
You want to know?
Yeah, I do.
I did it to protect Kanai Ward, of course. Because I love this city.
But you just arrived in the city at that time.
I'd do anything for it. But you already know that.
Oh, the Amaterasu Express. I was wondering where that was. What did Makoto do to protect Kanai Ward? What were our options? Isolation. That would be the isolation. For sure.
You isolated all of Kanai Ward.
Because nobody could come here. But,
That protecting them? You trapped them!
because we showed up, we were the only humans in Kanai Ward, which put us at great danger. If we got, if they happened to go into blood frenzy again. Well, that's a scary mask.
Without me, Kanai Ward would have been wiped from the map.
Probably true, yeah. I could agree to that.
The UG planned to flatten Kanai Ward to cover up the failed homunculus experiment.
Flatten it? What do you mean exactly by flatten it? We knew that they were thinking of taking him off the map. But flattening it makes me think that they were gonna, like, completely, like, blow it up to smithereens. Huh.
But thanks to my negotiating, they saw the benefits of isolation.
Benefits, you say?
We would peacefully secure the defective homunculi, and they wouldn't have to spend a cent.
I guess, yeah, that would be a benefit. No money needing to be spent on it. Also, did your hair color change? I feel like it changed. I don't know why, but it looks like it changed on me. But, okay.
Besides, it'd be a terrible thing if the UG's inhumane research was made public.
Fair enough.
And through that negotiating, you became CEO of Amaterasu Corporation.
But I thought Makoto escaped, though. If he is indeed the homunculus. But if the UG specifically sent him, that doesn't mean he actually escaped. Right? Huh.
Your goal was to rule over Kanai Ward, wasn't it?
Good question, actually.
You still don't understand me. Try to remember.
Try to remember what exactly?
Hey, Master. There's something weird about this mystery phantom.
You could say that again.
Why are we able to talk to him like this? None of the others acted this way.
Because, he's 100% not a mystery phantom. You two just don't know that. Because of third person, we can definitely tell this is the real one. But he is bloodthirsty, though. He wants us gone. As much as he possibly can. But because we're continuously solving mysteries, as he tries to swing at us for surviving his onslaught. But, yeah, definitely pretty scary for sure.
Huh?
Try to remember. What did I do after I became CEO of Amaterasu Corporation?
After you became CEO. Okay, what's our options? Built Kanai Tower, ended the homunculus research. That's what we were told multiple times. Although it didn't seem like you did. But technically, I guess you did.
You shut down the homunculus research.
He did, but it's still technically going on, because the homunculuses are, you know, in Kanai Ward. So technically, there still could be researched if you really wanted to.
I didn't want to create any additional defective homunculi.
Well, obviously that makes sense, but how come? Because it seems like you're still evil, so from how you've been acting this entire time, and you throwing us in here didn't really help you at all.
So I ended the research and sealed off the test site.
Okay.
Dr. Weska and Yomi objected, but as the CEO, I was able to quash their complaints.
Makes sense. Okay, a pink mask. Does that mean he's getting lower on HP, or is he just,
That's how I rebuilt Kanai Ward all on my own. It is a city for homunculi who have nowhere else to go.
like, is he, or is like, I'm wondering if it's like, if he's getting low on HP or becoming more sadistic as time goes on. But, I guess, that makes sense. Huh.
You did it to protect the people in the city?
Well, technically they're still people. They just don't remember what exactly happened. So that is a fair thing, although I still feel like Makoto has a secondary motive, though. Because I'm pretty sure he was the one that blew up, or had part in blowing up the WDO's building. Because why would he do that if he has no reason to do it, right?
That's right. I did it all out of the love I have for this place. That is the undeniable truth.
Undeniable truth, you say?
I've never hid my love for Kanai Ward from you at any moment.
True, you have said it multiple times, to be fair.
Yet, you never quite seem convinced about it.
I never really wasn't convinced that he liked it. I was not convinced when he killed Fink, and then when he gassed us out of that room. I actually kind of had decent trust in him, honestly, until that point where we got gassed out of the submarine and then dropped inside the restricted zone to get eaten alive. So, yeah, if you say so.
What he says makes sense. He's not lying.
Well, apparently Yuma's definitely saying he never trusted him, apparently.
The experiments created the defects, so he transformed Kanai Ward to protect them.
Seemingly, yeah.
But if that's true...
Yeah, exactly why, honestly, is the biggest question.
What crime is he guilty of? Why have I drawn my sword against him?
Well, he does have crimes. The frozen people in the factory, in the meat bun factory, that's definitely a crime, I would definitely say.
Hey, Master! Don't let that mystery phantom fool you!
Yeah, don't get fooled now, buddy.
Try to remember why he started this in the first place!
That is a good place to start from.
He's a phantom! He's just trying to prevent you from exposing the truth!
Oh no, he definitely isn't one. I doubt that from the start, just because of how this mystery labyrinth began.
Yeah, you're right. He's no saint. He's a dictator who will do anything to achieve what he wants.
Honestly, it might be in between. He may love the city, but he's definitely not a good person to run it, based on what we know. What crime did Makoto commit? Destroying the detective agency? No. No, not that one. Made Amaterasu his own. Mass kidnapping case. We know this. Oh! We knocked his mask off. That's a way to do it.
You may wear the mask of a saint, but it can't hide the crimes you've committed.
Yeah, sorry there, buddy. There's no way you're getting out of this one. Not like that, at least.
You are the mastermind behind the global kidnapping case the WDO has been pursuing.
Yep, and that's nothing but the truth, bud. Can you fight that? Because I don't think you can.
People were abducted across the world and turned into food for homunculi at your factory.
Which is nothing but the truth. We found all the proof we need by the frozen bodies inside the little frozen freezer morgue that you got there. So you can't really say that's not going on. Even if they were criminals. Ooh, new mask. Purple one this time. Oh, that's terrifying.
I had no choice. They must eat in order to survive.
That is true, but, I don't know, man. It's still a crime.
Besides, I never took innocent people.
We know that. We read that ourselves. We found that on that same note that we got in the freezer.
I gathered criminals with no chance of rehabilitation and simply accelerated their sentencing.
Which is true.
You saw the memo as well. Besides, they were all on death row anyway.
Well, that does kind of change things. They were gonna... But I don't know, that's still wrong, though. Being made into food is not a humane way to go. Yes, they're gonna die, but they're gonna be, stuck in, with the needle and then, put in the ground, or zapped and then put in the ground, not processed into food. Huh.
That doesn't make it right.
It really doesn't.
At any rate, that's not just my crime.
Well, yeah, I guess there is other people at fault. That it does say in the same note.
Huh?
We know that, number 1 has a big connection to it, and the rest of the WDO.
The procurement of these ingredients was done with the full cooperation of the World Detective Organization.
Which are true because of that information we got. Although how true is that information is the real question.
WDO?
Yep, the very same one we work for. And specifically the top of the food chain when it comes to it too.
I couldn't have asked for a better source of information for the ingredients.
Better source of information? I guess that would make sense. With it being number 1 that helped out with it.
You were working with the World Detective Organization?
Yep, we should know that, Yuma. We read the letter. Although, you kind of looked away from it, because Shinigami made it a solution key, but Yuma was freaking out about it. So he didn't really think on it any longer than he needed to.
Actually, it's more accurate to say I took advantage of them.
I can see that. I can definitely see you taking advantage of them.
Liar! The WDO wouldn't let themselves be used by you!
I don't know, man. Everyone seems to be used by Makoto at this point. Every step of the way, he's been one step ahead of everybody, seemingly.
You just flaunted their name to capture criminals!
Maybe, but, still, he was able to get it.
In fact, the WDO itself tasked us with investigating the global kidnapping case!
Which is also true, to be fair.
If you were their accomplice, they wouldn't have issued that directive!
Yeah, that is a little strange that if they were the prime cause of it, why would they investigate it if they already know the answer, right?
And we would never have come to Kanai Ward to corner you like this!
I don't know, I still don't feel like he's really cornered yet, but you can say that, Yuma.
You still think you've got me cornered?
Yeah, I don't think we're cornering you yet. We got a little bit. Maybe if we do a little bit more, maybe, but not at the moment. There's still a lot of questions.
You really are clueless.
Yeah, I guess we kind of are sometimes.
You were all gathered at Kanai Ward for other reasons.
Other reasons?
Very well. Go on and use that simple brain of yours to expose my schemes!
Master detectives were assembled... ... To wipe out the master detectives, to oust Omi. That's it. Yomi, yeah. To investigate unsolved mysteries. It's definitely the one for Yomi. First time we got hit during this, though. Other than the bullet. But that would, apparently he swings hard enough to kill us, though.
You really are clueless.
But yeah, to oust Yomi has to be it.
See it. You were all gathered at Kanai Ward for other reasons.
But why would we need to oust Yomi, though?
Very well. Go on and use that simple brain of yours to expose my schemes!
Huh. Okay. Well, it's definitely Yomi, though, for sure. We'll wait for him to swing, then go for the second one. There you go. Oust Yomi. Nice try there, bud. You got us one time, but we got you this time.
You used us.
Yeah, he definitely did.
You hinted at unsolved mysteries and other global cases to lure us to Kanai Ward.
Yep, to, I guess, exactly other than taking out Yomi, what other reason would you have to, get rid of us, honestly?
Your true goal was to cast out Yomi, director of the Peacekeepers, since he was in your way.
Oh yeah, he was very much in his way. And I'm wondering if Yomi was a homunculus now at this point, because it seems like he might not have been, honestly. Because we got him out of the way, technically, but if he really wanted to get rid of Yomi, he could have just took him out at any point, and then just sent his body to the restricted zone if he was a homunculi, or homunculus, or they go by both names. But he could have just took out Yomi by himself if he really wanted to. He had multiple chances.
Correct. Well, almost. You're so close.
So close, you say?
Yomi wasn't in my way. He was in Kanai Ward's way.
Well, yeah, I could see that. He was definitely in Kanai Ward's way. He kept leaking information and stuff like that to get more money.
If all he did was use the Peacekeepers to push his weight around, that would have been fine.
True.
But of all things, he was working with Dr. Weska, trying to leak homunculus information.
Oh, and is that why you tried to get rid of us? Because we ended up finding out about it? So if we never figured out or heard anything about homunculuses, we might have been able to get home, maybe. Before getting completely confronted by Makoto here, like we are right now.
If that happened, the unified government wouldn't remain silent. Kanai Ward's secrets would be exposed to the world.
So that must have been why Fink was killed then. Because we know Fink was ended up getting killed because he knew too much. So I'm guessing, like Fink, Makoto tried to get rid of us. Huh.
Still, I couldn't expel him myself. The Peacekeepers had grown too strong in this city.
They definitely were pretty strong targets throughout the entirety of this. A lot of them were incompetent, but that was just the low-level members, not the high-ranking ones. Yomi got rid of his own members, and that's why he lost. He didn't trust anybody.
You pitted us against the Peacekeepers, and you got what you wanted by eliminating Yomi.
Yep, nothing but that indeed.
So everyone gathering here, it was all part of that masked guy's plan?
Yep. From the very start, apparently.
Because you achieved your goal, you're trying to eliminate us? Now that we've outlived our usefulness?
Yeah, that's pretty much the answer there. Oh, and there's our proof.
What?
And that's good old Pink Blood. So we got our proof on him being a homunculus now, for sure. And because of the fact that he didn't fall over when the sunlight hits, that confirms he's not defective. So he definitely is the UG's homunculus. The main problem now is, why does he not look like number 1, I think. Because the thing is he should look exactly like number 1, but number 1 was an old man that looked nothing like this dude.
What happened to the other master detectives?
Yeah, where exactly are our buddies? Because I'm pretty sure they're not dead.
Were you the one who bombed WDO headquarters?
Oh, that's what you're asking about. Yeah, more than likely, yeah. Ooh, new mask. That one's even scarier than the last.
They knew too much.
Yep, and that's what you did to Fink too. He knew too much as well, and you got rid of him. And seemingly that's why what you're trying to do with us right now is get rid of us. Huh.
I feel remorse for what had to be done. But the WDO was in the city's way.
But doesn't the UG also know, though, technically, too? So, why not get rid of the UG, too?
In the way?
But how are we exactly in your way?
I had no choice. This city must remain a secret in order to survive.
Well, other people obviously know about it. It's still on the map.
Having detectives snoop around everywhere was a nuisance.
I guess fair. But, still.
That's why I made them disappear.
Huh. I don't like, the way you said that, but, I guess it makes sense.
You'll pay for this.
Exactly in what way? Who knows at this point?
Talking to a mystery phantom might be pointless, but I swear you'll regret this.
No, man, that's definitely not one. It bled. That's enough proof at this point. We've never seen a mystery phantom bleed before. So, there's our 100% proof. But I was pretty sure it was him just because of the third person thing.
You are evil incarnate!
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. That's a very good way to think of it.
You used the WDO and slaughtered criminals like animals! You even killed my friends!
I still doubt on the friend part being the case. Just because of the pink blood.
For all the crimes you've committed, I'll bury your soul here!
Jeez, Yuma. You're really bad now. But, for good reasons.
I didn't expect to hear something so valiant from the likes of you.
Really? You didn't?
Tell me, do you really think you can do this? You're nothing but an empty shell of a man.
I don't know, man. We got enough reasons to not be an empty shell at this point.
Don't give me that!
Although it looks like Yuma kind of believes that, though.
Master, don't let him egg you on. It's a trap.
It really is, honestly. We swing at the wrong time and we get sliced into itty-bitty pieces by Makoto in one hit. Because we saw what happened when we got hit by his solution blade. It ain't gonna be fun.
There's something off about this mystery phantom. He doesn't seem normal.
Yeah, he's definitely not normal.
Huh? What do you mean?
You gonna finally notice it? Or... oh. Multiple mystery phantoms. The zombie outbreak underneath us. Don't like the sight of that at all. Huh. Well, don't fall. That's the best thing to say right now.
What is this?
Utter doom, honestly, buddy.
The people of Kanai Ward!
Yeah, that's definitely them.
They're all mystery phantoms! There's too many of them! I've never seen anything like this!
Yeah, that definitely, doesn't look good whatsoever.
All of them?
So all of them are standing in our way. That's not good.
Kanai Ward must remain shrouded in mystery, for everyone here to live in peace.
You do say that multiple times, but we can't really, fight every single mystery phantom here, though. if that is the case, because there's quite a lot of people in Kanai Ward. Huh.
Even they haven't realized they're homunculi yet.
Well, obviously they don't know. You didn't tell them.
No. They must never know. It would be too cruel a fate.
I guess, yeah, that would be pretty cruel for them to know that answer.
Their very existence is this city's mystery.
True.
They are the mystery?
Yeah, I guess they would be. Nobody knows their truth other than us at this point, and Shinigami and Makoto. So yeah, that pretty much is the case. They are the true mystery at this point.
Take a good look. Aren't they pitiable?
Pitiable. Scary more, but I don't really see the pitiable part.
They're labeled as defective and must continue to live in a land without sun.
I guess that part can be pitiable, I guess.
You made them that way!
Not really, that wasn't Makoto's fault. To be fair. He could have left them in the sun and they burnt to death. To be fair. Because they die in the sunlight. But the thing is Makoto didn't make them that way. That was Dr. Weska's fault. From the very start.
To protect them!
Yeah, that is what you keep saying.
All of this was to protect them.
Oh, that mask. We've seen that in the CGs before.
How much I've endured for them?
Quite a lot, I would say.
I've committed atrocities to keep them fed. If any died, they were swiftly taken to the abandoned village.
Which is true.
When anyone asked about the color of their blood, I said it was caused by the rain.
Oh, so you were the one that started spreading that rumor.
This is all for their sake! I did it for them!
Yeah, to be fair, that adds up.
They're outcasts from this world who can only survive within a cage of rain!
And with you also being a homunculus, that makes sense why you would protect them. Because you're the successful one. Since you aren't defective, there's nothing wrong with his being, so he's basically just protecting his species, pretty much, at this point. Huh.
Master, don't start feeling sorry for phantoms. We're still inside the mystery labyrinth.
Well, to be fair, he technically isn't one.
If you can't solve the mystery, you'll be absorbed by the labyrinth and your soul will vanish.
Well, Makoto will definitely like that one. He just has to survive at this point. If we want to leave here, we're definitely gonna be, we gotta go through him at this point.
I know. I've already made up my mind.
So what's our plan, Yuma?
I will expose the truth.
Okay, we'll try. Although we're gonna have to go through, I'm pretty sure, all those mystery phantoms down there in order to do that. Oh. Are mystery phantoms back?
Master's mystery phantom is back?
Yeah, why is it back? I thought we slashed it into... Well, Makoto slashed it in itty-bitty pieces, to be fair. What are you doing here?
This must be a mystery phantom created from your reluctance.
Maybe.
My reluctance?
It's possible.
What good will come from solving mysteries?
Good question. Also, I just realized his eyes are giant question marks. Huh. Good question, honestly, Mystery Phantom, for us. That is a very good question.
Who would be made happy by this?
Nobody in Kanai Ward, I'm pretty sure. Outside world, maybe, but people in Kanai Ward, definitely not.
Shut up!
I don't know, I'd freak out if I found out I was literally a zombie. A living zombie that had sentience. I think that would be pretty scary. Because they still have their memories and their emotions and stuff. So, I don't know, I think that's pretty terrifying.
How many people have died because of the mysteries I've solved?
they weren't people, we found out. So, how many homunculuses have we killed because of our mysteries? Quite a decent amount, honestly. But most of them were bad, to be fair. Only 4 people out of everybody ended up being targets that we shouldn't have went after, to be fair. So, we're really not in a major fault here.
It's due to your uncertainty.
Maybe. But, I don't know, we still could fight. I would think.
Why must mysteries be exposed?
Honestly, good question. The WDO keeps saying it has to. But the thing is what we learned about mystery labyrinths is if you keep them around, they breed more mystery labyrinths. And more death and more sadness occurs because of them, because it creates more people that are willing to do things. And create more mysteries because of it. So there is a reason to expose it.
Why can't you just leave them alone?
Good question.
I didn't belong in this city in the first place.
No, we kinda did. Our Yakou and Kurumi definitely made us feel like we did.
Master?
Huh. What do you think we should do, Shinigami?
It's true. I still don't know what's right.
Honestly, kinda same here, honestly, at this point.
But I will fight. I'll fight against my uncertainty. I won't let any mystery phantom deceive me!
Well, to be fair, the mystery phantom behind you is definitely not a mystery phantom.
If you've draped this city in mystery, then I will unveil it with the truth!
Well, at least try, at least. Ooh. New mask. Giant question mark.
You think you've got what it takes?
I believe so.
Well said, Master.
Why are you saying it to him?
What mystery do I even solve here?
I was about to say, I got confused. But yeah, what kind of mystery do we solve in this case, at this point?
There's still one unanswered question.
What's that?
It's about him. You still haven't confirmed his true identity.
That is true, we haven't. We don't know who Makoto really is, honestly. We could definitely say he's number 1, but not really at the same time. So, does that work in this case?
Ooh, Makoto?
So is that number 1's real name, Makoto Kagetsuchi? That's one thing I'm kind of curious about.
That's true. I still don't know who he really is. I've never seen the face beneath his mask.
Yeah, we never have. We slapped it off for a second, but he turned around too quick before we could see it.
You're right. I have to figure out who he is.
That would be a good way to finally figure out what's really going on here, for sure at least. To at least know who we're dealing with.
Thank you, Shinigami.
So he's no longer one step ahead of us at this point.
It's my job to keep you relying on me, Master.
True. That is pretty fair.
You've got quite a capable assistant, oh mighty detective. I hope she doesn't end up becoming your burden.
My burden? What do you mean by that?
Just stop. There's no need for the truth.
If you say there, so, mystery me.
The truth isn't needed in this city!
Honestly, kind of agree at some points. But not fully. I do think Makoto needs to be taken down. We could expose the truth without fully exposing it. Just enough to get Makoto out of the picture, I think.
Let's do some deep cleaning on that stupid-looking, oversized trash.
You know that's just a giant version of us, right?
Again with that? Come on.
Yeah, again.
Okay, Shinigami. Let's lay it all out.
Lay it all out indeed. Shinigami barrel for sure. Yep. Okay. So I'm guessing who is Makoto is going to be the question here. Well, technically Makoto is Makoto, technically. But, What kind of keys we got? Former CEO of a corporation would definitely be a good one. What is Makoto? Well, obviously we can easily figure out that answer. But I'm guessing we only need 2 of these keys. The first one we threw in, and the other one. Why does Makoto want to protect Kanai Ward and Makoto's blood from earlier? That would definitely make him a homunculus for sure. But now we're finally figuring that out for Makoto here, which is good. Oh, that's weird. The barrel slowed down dramatically. Okay, just keep throwing our swords in until we get everything we need. I think that's the next part up here. There we go. And just like that, what is Makoto? A homunculus. And there's our, well, confirmation for Yuma, but we had enough confirmation just based on us slashing him earlier. Not too bad. Not too bad indeed. And now that we know he's a homunculus from Yuma's eyes and Shinigami's eyes, now we just need to figure out what to do with that information and how we can expose him from there. Hopefully that can get rid of our mystery phantom too.
The reason you're so desperate to defend Kanai Ward is because you're also a homunculus.
And that would make sense because he didn't get eaten during that blood frenzy when he was putting in that new contraption for the rain. So that makes nothing but sense.
That's why the blood you shed earlier
Was nice and pink.
was pink.
Yep, no way to deny that one, buddy.
The color of your blood proves it. Makoto Kagutsuchi, you are a homunculus!
And what do you have to say about that, buddy?
No, stop!
Our mystery phantom's still freaking out about it.
If you expose anything else...
What will happen? Nothing bad will happen. I'm pretty sure about that one.
You will only be hurting yourself!
Huh?
Huh?
What do you mean by that?
You're so close. Come on. You're within reach of my mask.
Where was Makoto born? UG. Oh, no. I thought that I got mixed it up because I didn't read it right. That was my fault. It was because of,
You're so close.
I thought that said unified government, and I read it, I literally read it, but I swung way too early. Okay, so we just wait for UG pop up. Not that one. Madaratu Lab, definitely not. UG Research Facility. There we go. Smacky smacky. We did a big dent in his mask there, though. Definitely cracking. Want to give up there yet, buddy?
You saved Kanai Ward during the Blank Week mystery. You were able to move about, unaffected by sunlight.
Yep, that means that you can only be one possible homunculus that we found out about. So, you want to come out and tell the truth now, buddy?
Which means you're not a defective homunculus.
Nothing but.
Mm-hmm. What else?
What else, you say?
3 years ago, right before you came to Kanai Ward, a homunculus escaped from the UG's research facility.
And that's the part where I got confused with us finding out that the UG sent him here from our deduction earlier. So now I'm even more confused on he escaped but also got sent here.
It was the only perfect homunculus specimen. That's what you are!
Yep, nothing but perfect. Able to walk around freely in the sunlight whenever he wants.
Yes, keep going. You can reach my mask if you just go a bit further.
You really want us to smack that mask off. Makoto's DNA is based on number 1. We know that. Smack away.
How about this?
Yeah, how do you feel about that, buddy? We know that answer.
Perfect homunculus was based on the DNA of the WDO's number 1.
Yep, nothing but number 1.
In other words, you are number 1's homunculus!
And we're slowly cracking his mask even more. He's got another one on the top of his mask now.
He's a copy of number 1?
But the thing is he looks nothing like him, though. That's the biggest problem.
He doesn't look like the number one we saw. So maybe his youth was restored when he became a homunculus.
That's what I was saying. But, I thought they're supposed to look exactly like the person they're, based off of, though.
If you looked just like number one, it'd be easy for you to manipulate the WDO from the shadows.
I guess, yeah, that would definitely make sense.
That's how you procure dangerous criminals as food for the homunculi here, isn't it?
Yeah, is that the case?
I see. Number one. So that's my identity, huh?
Yeah, how do you feel about that, buddy?
Right. Things are turning out as I expected.
As you expected?
It's so refreshing when things go as you plan.
As you planned? You knew we were gonna get this far?
Planned?
Wait a minute. I thought you said you didn't expect us to, get anywhere near here. But you're saying you planned it still.
But it's not over yet.
Yeah, it's far from over.
You're still not done. You still haven't seen it!
Seen what exactly?
What's with him? No matter how many mysteries I solve, it doesn't faze him.
I guess he just doesn't care if we solve them or not.
Master, I'm sorry, but this
But this what?
could be really bad.
Really bad, you say?
Huh? What's that supposed to mean?
Yeah, Shinigami, what do you mean by that?
Something strange about this phantom. There's still something more to him.
Yeah, there's definitely more to him for sure. Exactly what? I don't think we got information on that. We know he's number one's homunculus. We know he took over. But the thing is even though that is the case, that what do we do with that information? That's all we really have.
What is he hiding? It just feels off.
It really does feel off, honestly.
For now, let's figure it all out. Concentrate, Master!
Concentrate. Is this another Shinigami barrel? Or is he gonna swing at me again? Spot selection. Identify what feels out of place. Oh, that's what you're curious about? He was slashed open. We already know that. We saw his pink blood. But okay.
Yeah, that is a suspicious spot.
I'm surprised you didn't already notice that, with the fact that you already called it out. Huh.
Speaking of which, that wound. Why is he still bleeding?
Wait, they can bleed? Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, apparently mystery phantoms can bleed. The weird part is that he's still bleeding, so he hasn't regenerated it. So, okay, but we know exactly why that would be the case. Because we've already said, yeah, that's definitely Makoto. As soon as we slashed him, that's why I said that. And then, obviously, beforehand, with third person, seeing him right before the mystery labyrinth. But, looks like Yuma's finally figuring it out.
All the other mystery phantoms I struck with the solution blade never bled like this.
I didn't even notice they bled in general. I thought this was our first time seeing blood on a mystery phantom.
So, why?
Yeah, well, why exactly are you still here, Makoto?
He's not a mystery phantom.
Yeah, nothing. He's nowhere near a mystery phantom. Flesh and blood and homunculus all around.
Huh?
I'm sure of it. He wasn't created by the mystery labyrinth.
The thing is if that is the case, wouldn't he still have a mystery phantom in here at some point? Or does he just not need one?
Then...
Yeah, then what exactly are you, buddy?
that's the real Makoto?
Yep, nothing but the real one, for sure. No way around it.
Took you long enough to figure that out? Oh, mighty detective.
This is the first time we've ever had to slash through someone physically. We don't need Shinigami for this one. I think we need to go through them on our own at this point.
How did you enter the mystery labyrinth?
Honestly, that was my biggest question too. Because him moving means that we had to have shared our ability with him at some point. Or shared his ability to have him be able to go in here. Because that's how it worked with all of our other buddies. But the thing is because Kurumi doesn't have an ability, she was the last person we touched hands with, other than Makoto, when he led us up to the... Well, he said, come over here and let me show you something right before he pointed the gun at us and all that other stuff. We did touch his hand last. So, that definitely would confirm that. Well, we don't know if Kurumi ever had one, to be fair, either. We would have found out if we went to the Mystery Labyrinth and she was walking around with us. But because Makoto was the last person we touched hands with, that confirms he does have an ability of sorts. And which would make sense because of him being a perfect copy of number 1, but I didn't think that would give him his powers, too. But I guess if you're a perfect copy, I guess that would have to be the case.
I'm getting bored of all this talk. Let's finish things.
Okay, let's finish things indeed, Makoto.
Next time I'll come at you full force. This will decide Kanai Ward's fate.
Kanai Ward's fate in the last hit here, if you say so.
Only one of us will leave here alive.
I could probably agree to that, honestly.
Tell me your answer!
What's my answer, you say?
Master, you can't just go take a swing at him! We're inside the mystery labyrinth, so you have to solve mysteries!
True.
What mysteries?
How a living person could make it inside here?
Well,
Just by
that's
taking
easy.
it and answering that question!
Alright, I'll try.
Okay, wait for... How did Makoto enter the Mystery Labyrinth? It would definitely have to be coalescence. We already know how that works. So, it's definitely gotta be our coalescence that pulled him in. Cool little attack there, though. I don't think that got rid of him. Yeah, he's still moving. How's your mask doing?
Only those who have signed a pact with Shinigami can enter the Mystery Labyrinth.
Which is true, but because of how our ability works, you can pull people in.
But there are exceptions.
Which is true.
As the one who made the pact, those whose hands I've held with my coalescence can also enter the Mystery Labyrinth.
Yep, and that's the only way they could possibly come in. So what's your thoughts on that, Makoto?
Master, when did you use coalescence with him?
Literally right before the Mystery Labyrinth. Right before he pointed the gun at us. Apparently, even though we didn't see a power go off at all. That's the weirdest part.
Wow, that's the strange part.
Yeah, it is really strange.
I've never used coalescence with him. He doesn't have any ability I'd want to borrow to begin with.
No, he definitely has some kind of ability. We just don't know what kind of ability exactly.
Then how?
Let's see if you can overcome that mystery!
Who used coalescence? Yuma Shinigami Makoto. Makoto? Oh. Well, that worked.
I didn't use coalescence, and yet Makoto was able to enter the Mystery Labyrinth.
Huh. So he used our ability. Is that... Well, technically that would just be saying exactly what saying Yuma, wouldn't it?
So, Makoto used coalescence on me? He has the same power?
Apparently so. But... how many people have that same power, though? Because that definitely doesn't add up.
That's right. You got it. I used coalescence on you earlier.
So does Makoto and number 1 both have the same ability? Because we could definitely say that coalescence was our ability from the start. Because Shinigami never denied it. And that's something I've been constantly saying after so many chapters went by. Huh. But why would number 1 and Makoto and Yuma all have the same ability, though? That's a really interesting question. Unless coalescence isn't that rare.
We should turn off the alarm before we celebrate our reunion. Aren't you worried about Kurumi's body?
And that's exactly when we touched his hand.
Here, lend me a hand.
Huh. So basically, we made a deal with the devil pretty much right there and then.
I said, lend me a hand. And then you did.
Yep, you definitely did.
That was when you allowed me to activate coalescence.
But all you did was coalescence my coalescence. So I guess that's why we couldn't feel the ability go off.
But why are you able to use it? That power belongs to Shinigami.
No, man, that was... that could have been proven a long time ago, bud. I've been saying that, I think, since, like, Chapter 1. So, sorry, buddy, but that's not the case.
That's where you're mistaken. Coalescence isn't Shinigami's power.
Yeah, buddy. The power of Shinigami is the mystery labyrinth and the stopping of time. Coalescence is 100% your ability, bud.
Huh?
And number 1 is apparently 2.
Coalescence is the forte of the World Detective Organization's number 1.
But we're not number 1, though. We saw number 1 die. So how do we have the power?
Number 1's forte?
Apparently.
What do you mean? If it's not Shinigami's power, then how can I use it?
That is a very good question, actually. Oh, Shinigami's, going blank on us.
Shinigami? Why aren't you saying anything?
Must be tied to something further back, then. Because the thing is we're not allowed to know anything about our memories prior to making the pact. So, it must be something that only she knows at this point. That's not good. Uh-oh.
What are you hiding?
Well, she can't reveal the nature of her pact, buddy. She can't tell you.
I can't say.
Yep.
I promised.
Oh, that's not good.
Promised?
Yep. Made a promise to Yuma at the beginning. We can't, so we don't know how we have this ability at all. That's bad. That's really bad, especially right now.
What's wrong? It's the end for you if you can't figure this out.
Pretty true.
I will end you.
Uh-oh. Here we go. I don't have a way to swing at this.
Why am I able to use number 1's forte?
Better figure it out soon, Yuma, or you're done for.
Hide that from me. Wait. Could it be?
Yeah, it's 100% your pact, bud.
Is this related to my lost memories? That must mean my true identity is...
Oh, and we know the answer then. Number 1 then. If we're thinking about true identities, that's the only way. We're not a homunculus, we're not a death god. So, we're number 1.
The perfect homunculus was based on the DNA of the WDO's number 1. In other words, you are number 1's homunculus!
And there's his face. Huh. Yeah, that is indeed us. Huh. Oh, it makes sense why he's wearing a mask this entire time. Wow, that's kind of crazy. So we're number 1. So who was the guy at the WDO then?
That's impossible.
What was the point of blowing him up if it was never number 1? Huh? But, so number 1 was sent here to begin with. We were confused why he'd ever showed up. And I guess it makes more sense now. I guess, for some reason he made a pact with Shinigami at some points. Lost his memories. But aren't we a trainee detective, though? Huh.
So you finally reached the conclusion. Behold, The truth that you've been seeking all along.
Yeah, that is quite an interesting truth, to be fair.
You are number 1 from the WDO. And I'm the homunculus created from your DNA.
Yeah, that would add up at this point.
I'm number 1 of the World Detective Organization?
And it also makes sense why you can have a solution blade, because technically you do have a pact with Shinigami, even though you didn't directly make one, because technically you're us. Huh. Oh, Shinigami's still being quiet.
That's why I can also use your coalescence.
That would make sense.
Even this solution blade was obtained with this power.
Huh.
But on the video feed, number 1 looks like an old man.
Yeah, what about the old guy?
That was a double. You're the one who put him there.
Really? I guess that makes sense.
Throughout the history of the WDO, those who become number 1 have rarely shown their faces to the public.
That was told to us, to be fair. And who would expect Yuma this entire time, to be fair? Because everyone thought we were the trainee. Except for Makoto, apparently, this entire time. But that's for obvious reasons. Because if a guy's walking around with your same exact face, you're gonna definitely know there's something up. So, huh.
They all had many enemies, making it problematic to be seen. It's standard protocol for directors to have doubles.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
And that old man was your double.
Although, that double did not get a chance whatsoever.
Wait, what about me being a detective in training? Chief Yakou said he investigated my background.
He definitely did say that.
But a detective in training was also summoned.
Yeah, that was said from the very start.
Detective in training?
So, we used the guise of a detective in training to send the ultimate detective here. Safely. Huh.
That's you, Yuma.
Yeah, that was definitely us.
Looks like you've been working toward being a detective at the WDO.
More than we ever would have known at this point.
You may be part of the organization, but you haven't earned your stripes just yet.
Oh no, we definitely had. It's just we forgot. Huh.
It's true that there is a trainee detective by the name of Yuma Kokohead.
Oh, so our name isn't even Yuma then. So who's Yuma? Well, it's good to know that our name isn't actually Coconut Head. That's probably the best thing that we could ever learn at this point. So is our real name Makoto then? Or is your name not even our real name?
It's also a fact that he was summoned to the Amaterasu Express.
So the real Yuma was summoned? Really?
Then...
So the real Zilch and the real Yuma were summoned to the Amaterasu Express. The real Zilch died. It was in the other car. And the real Yuma never actually made it to Kanai Ward then. Really? So whatever happened to Yuma then, if he was supposed to be on the train?
You swapped places with the person named Yuma.
Okay. Obviously.
I swapped with him?
I guess that wouldn't make sense if we needed to pretend to be him in order to safely get to Kanai Ward. But the thing is what really happened to Yuma, the real Yuma? That really is a good question.
It seems he also came to Kanai Ward. I'm sure you've met with him several times.
Oh, the person following us is the real Yuma? Really?
So, I'm not Yuma?
Yep, we're not Yuma apparently. But that would make sense if we're not actually a trainee detective.
Then the real Yuma Kokohead
Would be who exactly? What's our... Oh, we are getting an option. Who gave up their identity as Yuma Kokohead? It's definitely not Yomi. It's not Kurumi either. And it's not us. So not Shinigami, not Kurumi, not Makoto, not Yomi, not Martina, not number 1. He did show up after we followed the guy that would be Yuma in that case. But it can't be the robots researcher, and it can't be this boy either. So it's literally only one possibility. The ramen stand owner. The same guy that I said that the homunculuses were eating his food. Huh, really? Well, maybe it was a good thing that we found out about that. Huh. So he's the real Yuma Kokohead. Huh. Well, that definitely was not what I was expecting. I thought that just happened to just be some random dude.
The man who kept running from me?
Apparently so. Huh. Why'd he keep running from us then?
That's correct. You are number 1 of the WDO after all.
Well, I guess that would make sense. Somebody took your identity, so you'd run away. I guess that's fair. Huh.
He's quit his job as a detective and opened up a food stand in Kanai Ward.
Oh, and that would also make sense why our special talent, quote-unquote, was that we could cook. But we never could. So the guy that could cook was the real Yuma. Huh. That's interesting. That's very interesting, actually. So he quit being a detective. That's actually kind of surprising. I guess he didn't want to be a detective then.
He's the real trainee detective, Yuma Kokohead.
So did he actually not have a power then? Just like Yakou? That's a good question.
You concealed your true identity and used him as a means to enter Kanai Ward.
Apparently so.
You knew you'd lose your memories signing the pact with Shinigami, and you couldn't just enter as number 1.
But the thing is he came in on the 5th car, where Zilch was. Because that was the last part of the car, or the train, when we finally got back. So, why was he on the car in the first place?
Even though your face isn't known, your cover could be blown if you use your forte.
Well, we still used our forte multiple times, to be fair.
That's why you disguised yourself as the trainee. And, of course, you ensured he would keep it a secret as well.
Oh, I guess if our ability was written down on our notes, then everyone would know. But nobody really said anything about us using coalescence, specifically. Huh.
That's how we switched places?
Apparently. Wow. That's a pretty crazy way of doing
That's
things.
That's just my theory, anyway. Our minds work the same way, after all. I'm sure we would come up with the same plan.
Yeah, I guess that would make sense if we have the same mind. You're just twisted and evil, and we're obviously the counterpart to you. The good version of Makoto, while you're the evil version of Makoto. Huh.
However, I'm sure he didn't expect you to come to Kanai Ward after swapping places.
Really? I guess that would make sense why he would keep following us.
He arrived late on the original 5th car heading to Kanai Ward.
Yeah, that's what we saw at the very beginning.
Though a trainee, he's still a detective. He must have been wondering what happened after your agreement.
It is a good thing to question. Huh.
But because of his promise to number 1, he couldn't tell anyone about the situation.
I guess that does make sense.
So all he could do was watch from afar.
So that's why he took up a job in Kanai Ward, because he couldn't do anything else. It's not like he could go back home.
Is that why he always fled when he saw me?
Apparently so.
He must have been relieved seeing you get along with the other detectives.
I guess, yeah, I guess that would make him relieved after seeing that they took us in. with open arms. I guess that would make sense.
So he decided to make a living in this town using the special talents listed on his profile.
Good at cooking.
I reviewed your profile in the WDO records, and it turns out you have a phenomenal ability.
Yeah, we almost poisoned you with that phenomenal ability because it wasn't actually ours.
An ability? So I do have some sort of special power too?
Yep, super special.
Your record claims that you're a great cook. Would you mind making us breakfast from now on?
Yeah, that didn't end up happening. But to be fair, now that we know Yakou was a homunculus, I don't think we did cook something bad. I think he just couldn't eat it. Because the thing is it didn't look like it was bad. It looked pretty good from what we could see. And no, we never saw anybody else eat Yuma's food. So, because Yakou was the only one to eat it, and we know that he is a homunculus, so that would only add up to the fact that he just couldn't eat it, right? Or it could have just tasted bad too, to be fair, but I'm kind of curious about that now.
That's the truth.
Huh.
You realized I was number one?
Well, no way around that, buddy. You have the same face. He's made after number one. And if he's made after him, he would definitely see you in a crowd immediately.
Are you really shocked? Naturally, I knew at first sight.
Yeah, that would make 100% sense.
Because you and I have the same face.
Yeah, there's no way around that one. I would notice that too, honestly.
I'd hoped for a more heartfelt moment when I finally met my original.
Well, you've been trying to kill your original this entire time, so I don't know what you're meaning.
But that wasn't the case.
Well, you never gave us a chance, to be fair.
I suppose that's because I knew you were a threat to Kanai Ward.
To be fair, you could have told us the truth, and then we could have left, and then we would have a reason not to say anything, because you actually have a good reason for it, but you don't trust anybody, so I guess that wouldn't have happened anyways.
If you knew, why didn't you do something about it? Why let us just roam free?
He had us twisted around his finger this entire bud. We weren't just roaming free.
As I said, you were useful to me until Yomi was dealt with.
True. That is what we were told since the beginning of our fight with you at this point.
But more importantly, I was waiting for this moment.
You were waiting for this moment?
Waiting?
Waiting for what?
To confront you here within the mystery labyrinth.
Really?
What do you mean?
Yeah, what do you mean by that?
I wish for you to vanish forever inside the labyrinth.
Okay. And if we do that, what about you? I don't think you can get out of here. So, what do you want about Makoto?
Huh?
If you vanish into the mystery labyrinth, I won't have to kill you directly.
True. But, I don't think you thought this through, buddy. You still have to solve the mystery to leave this place.
Which completes my perfect crime. Just like how you killed those other criminals.
Well, technically you did too. So, if you say so.
Perfect crime?
It is the perfect crime, though, because nobody would see it, because we just disappear in the mystery labyrinth, and our body's not in the real world right now, so, yeah, we just disappear into thin air.
With the original gone, I will become the real one.
Not really, you have a different hairstyle, so, you wouldn't, if Kurumi wakes up, she'd immediately know you're not us.
I will become both the CEO of Amaterasu Corporation and #1 of the World Detective Organization.
Uh-huh.
I'll be invincible!
I don't want that to happen. I'm sorry, buddy, but you are definitely not becoming invincible. That's not gonna happen at all.
That was your goal all along?
Apparently so, Yuma.
Exactly. let you enter both the restricted area and this mystery labyrinth.
True. He gave us every chance. He led us here to begin with.
Using Coalescence to come here was part of my plan.
I can see it.
Oh, so I can kill you here!
Huh. Don't like the sound of that. At all.
You think you can take over the world or something? I swear every final boss is the same.
Good point, Shinigami.
Oh, not at all.
What do you mean by not at all at this point?
With the WDO under my control, there would be no need for anyone to keep sticking their nose in our business.
Couldn't you have done that from the beginning, though?
The mystery of Kanai Ward will forever remain a secret.
Yeah, I guess so, it would.
I only have one wish.
One wish.
To protect the citizens of this city. For the homunculi of Kanai Ward to live in peace.
Okay. Are you gonna still send, like, explosives to the WDO building, or, are you gonna just leave everybody alone afterwards?
I'll do anything to accomplish that. I don't care what I must sacrifice. I will protect Kanai Ward.
Doubt that one.
And you will die here.
There's no reason to take us out, honestly. There really isn't.
Your death is necessary for Kanai Ward's peace.
If you say so. But this ain't good, though, for sure.
To this city, you are the real evil, detective.
I don't know, man. You're pretty evil yourself. I don't know if you could call us evil.
If you expose the truth, many people will suffer. I won't let you do that just to satisfy your ego.
Says the guy with a giant ego.
No matter how hard you try to destroy this peaceful world, I'll fight back using your own brain against you.
Yeah, I could see you doing that every step of the way. But the thing is if we get, our soul gets sucked up, you'll get sucked up as well, because you've been here probably just as long as we have. And you gotta solve the mystery to leave here, so, yeah, I don't think you're just gonna be leaving anytime soon, bud.
Homunculi may not be human, but they have the right to live too!
I never said they didn't.
I won't let anyone take that away! Even if you are number one of the WDO!
Okay. But we never said we'd do anything to the homunculuses. He just straight up thought we were gonna get rid of them too. Because the thing is, yes, we can solve this. Just get rid of Makoto and just keep the Kanai Ward the way it is, and then just completely isolate it. Like, for good. Like, just mark it off completely, like no one can come here. But,
Sorry, but your plan isn't gonna work.
Yeah, it sounds like you got a bunch of holes in your plan, bud.
I won't let you kill Master in this labyrinth.
And that too, Shinigami won't let it happen.
The real one won't just stand by, no matter what the imposter is plotting.
At the moment, it kind of looks like we're just standing by. We don't know what to do at this point. Yeah.
Master?
We ran out of steam. That ain't good.
If this is the truth I've been seeking all this time.
It is kind of a hopeless truth at this point, to be fair. But I don't think the best option is you getting slashed to pieces by your homunculus inside the mystery labyrinth, to be fair. But
maybe I should sacrifice myself here.
Why would you do that?
What?
There's no point in doing that.
If what he said is true, it sounds like I'm the one threatening the peace in this city.
No, he threatened his own peace by forcing people to get getting people's attention. He could have done this without getting people's attention, to be fair. Every single thing he did, I'm pretty sure. But, it's kind of his fault.
You're finally starting to get it. Yes, that's the truth.
If you say so.
You are a threat, trying to destroy this wonderful world.
I wouldn't call it wonderful.
What are you saying?
Scary. More like scary world.
You discarded your pride as a detective and made a pact with a death god to go around killing people.
I got rid of people that were obviously bad guys, for the most part.
You are dangerous. If you're not stopped, you will destroy all of Kanai Ward.
And what about the one guy you took out, the Fink guy? I don't think you have any right here to call us out for being criminals. You did the same exact thing. But you're obviously more crazy.
That's why I must defeat you. To protect this city!
Uh-huh.
He's wrong, Master! You don't need to listen to anything he says!
I don't know, Yuma doesn't look like he wants to even acknowledge anything anymore.
I've reaped the souls of many criminals.
It's true, we definitely have. But not all of them were criminals.
I told myself their sacrifices were necessary for others to be happy. But by that logic...
How are you saying it right now, Yuma?
If I disappeared, it would be a small price to pay to protect the city's happiness, right?
Oh, it wouldn't. What about the rest of the world? They still need number one, I think. I think, the idea of number one being able to solve other crimes across the world might be more important than just one town. So, sacrificing yourself here is not really that smart. The thing is I think there would be an option here to take out Makoto while still keeping the city intact. Or not taking out Makoto and still getting Yuma out of here. But the thing is Makoto definitely doesn't want us to get out of here. So that option's kind of becoming null and void quickly.
Which means it's
because
my
of that.
turn. I can't run away from this just because it's happening to me.
True, you can't.
I should be sacrificed for the sake of everyone else.
But you really shouldn't do that.
Wait, Master, remember what you promised! You said you'd never turn away from the truth!
That is indeed what Yuma has said multiple times.
That's right, but I saw the truth. I actually know what it is now.
And, what exactly do you see the truth as right now, Yuma?
And now that I do, I've realized something.
What's that?
If I expose the truth about this city and tell the world...
You don't have to tell the world. To be fair.
What will happen to Kurumi and the others?
Oh, they would definitely get, completely wiped off the map.
That doesn't matter! We're in the middle of solving this mystery labyrinth!
But they're unkillable, though, right? So, even if they did wipe the entirety of Kanai Ward out, they'd still be around, technically. Just zombies. Huh.
It does matter!
Kind of, yeah, it kind of does.
This is their problem! I may be an outsider, but this directly affects them!
But the thing is I never said I wanted to get rid of Kanai Ward. I don't know why, Yuma thinks that's 100% something he needs to do. He could solve the mystery without destroying Kanai Ward, I'm pretty sure. But, exactly how is the real question, honestly, at this point, because Yuma doesn't think it's possible.
Will the Yuchi go after them again? Is there any way for them to live without persecution?
That's a good question. Seems like that's an unknown.
When I think about what's best, it's obvious I should sacrifice myself.
I don't know, Yuma. Still think this is a bad idea.
Yes, that's the correct decision. Not as a detective, but as a human being.
Huh.
Doing that will allow the people of Kanai Ward to continue living in peace.
Yeah, but I don't think Yuma needs to die for them to live in peace, though. Huh. This ain't good, though, for sure. Oh, Yuma really gave up. Where'd we go, though? Never seen that happen before. Huh. Very, very concerned on what's going to happen now. Oh, the submarine. Oh, it's the kid.
I wanted to help someone.
We definitely helped a bunch of people here. While also taking out criminals.
Help people.
And plus, the people that weren't as much criminals were happy in the end.
Which
to be
means
fair.
I have to remain here.
Well, yeah, that's an obvious.
For the good of everyone I love.
Although Yakou isn't around anymore. But... Huh. Oh, we're actually controlling Yuma again. Okay, with that being said, this is more than likely going to be where we're going to end off today's episode. What a crazy chapter. I was not expecting us to be number one of all people. That is the last thing I expected. And I'm pretty sure this updated to say he's now actually number one. I bet. Nope. Doesn't really say it. But, it says running away is his talent, apparently. But with that being said, thank you all for watching. It's been a blast hanging out with you guys like always. In the next episode, we will be officially finishing up everything to do with, I think, this game. I think the next episode will indeed be the finale for the main story. We still gotta do the DLC stuff, though. But with that being said, thank you all for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Keep being spooky. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out. Hey boys and girls, thank you all for watching today's episode. If you liked what you saw today, please leave a like and maybe even subscribe. And hit the bell notification down below. If you guys have any kind of suggestions for games, please put that in the comments down below as well. Thank you all for watching today's episode. And keep being spooky. Peace out, guys.